Good morning.
Welcome to November 21st, 2001 General Session Board of Commissioners, Franklin County Board of Commissioners. Welcome to Thanksgiving week. Welcome to the week of the game. And more importantly, welcome to the big game tonight.
Yeah.
It is not often that I wear black and gold. I never wear black and gold unless the crew is playing. Yeah, Kevin, that's right. I'm an Ohio Dominican University Panther, proud alum of Ohio Dominican University, but I hate the Steelers so bad. I never wear black and gold unless I am cheering for the Columbus Crew. I have been a Crew season ticket holder for the last many years, and I only wear black and gold for the Columbus Crew. We are going to begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Boyce.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. This morning we have a guest with us, Mr. Morgan Hughes. We are here. Hashtag Save the Crew campaign. Mr. Hughes, if you'd join us, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, Morgan.
How are you?
We are great.
Good. Good. Is it my turn to talk?
It is your turn.
Sure.
Sorry, I don't do
The floor
this
is
often.
yours.
First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for having us. And I say us as the royal us, Save the Crew. It's nice to see the scarves around the necks of so many of you today. It's a big day.
It is.
We're starting it off on the right foot. Background, Save the Crew. It's a pretty organic grassroots campaign. Started as a hashtag on Twitter the night that Precourt Sports Ventures and Major League Soccer broke the story that they were trying to rob this community of a valuable asset that we all love and care about so much. We've been fighting the good fight. We've been staying positive. We try to keep in mind that the way that we communicate our message is as important as the message itself. We try to stay extremely positive and do everything that we can, both behind the scenes and in front of cameras, to keep the team in Columbus. It's something that we care about a lot, and to see people getting involved and saying that we support you, it means the world. So thank you very much for having me today. On behalf of everybody at Save the Crew, beat Toronto.
We are glad you're here. We've been supporting the Crew for a long time. I've been a season ticket holder for a number of years, and my kids have grown up with the Columbus Crew, going to the games and tailgating and having a great time. And we would like nothing more than to keep the Crew here. We were with Travis County Commissioners from Austin, Texas, out in Salt Lake City last week, and they'd like nothing more than for us to keep the Crew here in Columbus as well. We have colleagues all over the country who would like nothing more than for us to keep the Crew here in Columbus, and so we're doing all that we can. It's a little tough dealing with an owner who seems dead set on taking the team out of Columbus. Who doesn't seem to be dealing with it from a position of certainty, doesn't seem to be dealing from a position of honesty, frankly. But we're doing all we can to help. We've been a part of the conversation. We want to continue to be part of the conversation in a reasonable way. And so this board has committed to be at least part of the conversation in any way that we can, and in any reasonable way that we can. So anyway, thank you for being here this morning. We have a resolution for you. We'd like to come up and get a picture. Black and gold goes with scarlet and gray, right? Definitely does not go with orange and brown. I don't think it goes orange and black either, does it?
More? All right. Okay. Thank you.
Michigan v. Toronto,
Saying keep the colors, keep the name.
This is not Cleveland. is it?
Yeah. All the history. Especially if we win.
That's going to happen. All right. On to the county recorder. Welcome, Mr. O'Connor and Ms. Messina Lanthorn.
Resolution number 816-17, resolution authorizing the set aside for the Recorder's Technology Fund for calendar year 2018.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioner. Thank you, Commissioners. As you can see, and as we have discussed in our previous encounters, we're looking to maintain the current level of fee structure so that we can continue to operate our office in the manner that we have over the course of this year. Having the $4 base fee will allow us to continue to serve both agencies within county government, but also agencies outside of government that choose to utilize our services at the cost that we can provide them, so that we respectfully ask that we maintain the current fee level going forward into the next year.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of Resolution 816-17.
I will second. This is important.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 816-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Thanks. The county treasurer.
Resolution number 817-17, resolution authorizing a non-general fund supplemental appropriation for the Franklin County Land Bank.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning, Mr. Gresham.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Nice ride up with you this morning.
Yes.
So we are requesting supplemental appropriation for our DTAC fund, or delinquent tax fund. We were able to create a higher than anticipated revenue, and we're looking to increase the appropriation to the land bank with Resolution 817-17. And we are seeking your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 817-17.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 817-17 has been adopted.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
The Emergency Management Agency.
Resolution number 818-17, resolution authorizing the modification of the renewal agreement for the Everbridge mass notification system in the amount of $4,820.54.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jeff Young, representing Franklin County Emergency Management and Homeland Security. I have with me this morning Director Bob Armstrong from The Ohio State University. We are asking for a modification to our existing Everbridge contract to allow us to link our two mass notification systems in an informational basis, so that Buckeye Alerts, the Branded University's mass notification system that sends out messages to faculty, staff, and students, has the ability to push those notifications to Alert Franklin County as an informational subscription notice. So that's, without further question, I'm asking for approval this morning.
Sure. If there are no questions or comments, move for passage of 18-17.
Second.
Moved in second in voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 818-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Veteran Services.
Resolution number 819-17, resolution authorizing a transfer of general fund appropriations for the purchase of capital equipment.
Good morning, Commissioners. After some study, we determined that it was cheaper for us to actually purchase copiers than lease them with the amount of usage that we utilize them. So we're asking for the transfer of funds from material and services to capital outlays in the amount of $24,369 to purchase 2 new new copiers.
Great. If there are no questions or comments, move for passage of 819-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 819-17 has been adopted.
Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You too.
Thanks,
Sue. Thank you.
John, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you, Ben.
Job and Family Services.
Resolution number 820-17, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Columbus Urban League for the 700 Credit Score Community Initiative in the amount of $190,390.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
We have a number of resolutions today. I asked Amy Bowie to borrow her readers, but she's not a team player like the Columbus Crew, so have that for the record.
Glad we have that on the record. Amy's not a team player on the record. That's good to know.
I'm going to pay for that later.
Yeah, you are. You know you are.
So today, our first resolution will approve a subaward agreement with the Columbus Urban League to provide financial education services for their 700 Credit Score Community Initiative. The vast majority of underbanked households nationwide are low income. 82% of unbanked households make less than $30,000 a year, and nearly half live off less than $15,000 a year. Being underbanked makes it difficult for families to build savings or access fair, affordable credit, let alone take out a loan for a home or to open a small business. Instead, they're forced to rely on expensive financial alternatives like check cashing outlets or payday services. The Columbus Urban League 700 Credit Score Community Initiative is a financial education workshop designed to work with low-income residents across Franklin County to focus on credit, debt, budgeting, and saving, all essential components to improving credit scores. The program mixes group classes with one-on-one coaching with certified financial counselors who can help develop monthly budgets and individualized financial action plans. This past year, the Columbus Urban League enrolled 139 individuals, more than originally budgeted, into the program. 100% of participants developed monthly budgets and approximately 20% improved their credit scores. CUL will serve approximately 125 TANF-eligible individuals over the course of the proposed agreement. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
I'll just, before I move for passage, pardon me, I'll just say that financial literacy, we learned from the Great Recession that financial literacy is really one of the most important things that a family can have in just really navigating tough times. And so I love the program that the Urban League is doing. I've heard nothing but great reviews, and I think this is a great investment in within the community. So if there are no further comments or questions, move for passage of 820-17.
I would just agree with my colleague. I think this is so important for our families. It's one of the things that can really be helpful to our families. So I'll second the resolution.
Moved in second and voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 820-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 821-17, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Columbus Urban League for the Transitions Program in the amount of $250,000.
Ex-offenders returning to Franklin County face myriad barriers transitioning into the community after incarceration. Obtaining employment is one of the most daunting challenges, and restored citizens may lack training, soft skills, and other resources necessary to excel in the workplace. Employers are often hesitant to take risks on these individuals. However, research from the Manhattan Institute has confirmed that employment is a key factor in reducing recidivism rates. And the sooner we can help them find stable employment, lower the risk, when ex-offenders fall back, into neighborhoods that they've come from that really were the ones that kind of induced the behavior to begin with, sometimes we need to create interventions where we can help folks get outside of these neighborhoods, communities, and then also provide resources while they're there. The Columbus Urban League's Transitions Program targets some of the hardest to serve chronically and underemployed ex-offenders. Their curriculum includes employability skills like conflict resolution, computer literacy, and interviewing techniques on top of individualized job placement and retention assistance. The Urban League also works with community partners to offer vocational certification and training opportunities and more. Over the term of our last contract, more than a quarter of transitions participants, equaling 28 of 111, have obtained employment. The Columbus Urban League will target approximately 75 to 85 chronically or underemployed ex-offenders for the program. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 821-17.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 821-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 822-17, resolution approving a subaward agreement with Central Community House on behalf of the Columbus Federation of Settlements for case management and barrier removal services in the amount of $255,641.15.
As you know, Commissioners, our Ohio Works First cash assistance customers are required to participate in work activity in order to receive their benefits. While staff and contracted partners work closely with the customers to ensure compliance, some fail to meet their participation. And so through this program, this provider, Central Community House, will connect clients with crisis assistance or refer them to mental health and addiction services. Last year, our agency sanctioned more than 1,300 Ohio Works First customers for failing to meet their requirements. Under the proposed contract, we will continue to refer sanctioned families to Central Community House and its partners, and will also explore expanding family advocate program to serve other at-risk populations. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, move for passage of 822-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 822-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 823-17, resolution approving one contract for a workforce suiting program with Dress for Success in the amount of $100,000.
Dress for Success, I'm sure all of you are familiar with the program. Women in this program are able to access professional development, training, soft skills, workshops, one-on-one career counseling, interview training, and a number of other additional benefits. They also are paired with stylists who help them select professional dress. And so I think that, you know, many of us can appreciate, you know, the opportunities to have professional dress, professional development, and the importance that that is, or the importance of that when going into new employment situations. So last year, Dress for Success Columbus suited more than 500 women over their last contract period, nearly double the amount they originally planned for. The Board of Commissioners approved an amendment to the contract in April to meet the expanding capacity. They'll plan to connect approximately 500 more TANF-eligible women with appropriate workplace apparel, training, and more over the proposed contract period. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, move for passage of 823-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 823-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 824-17, resolution approving a subaward agreement with the Godman Gill Association for workforce development services in the amount of $120,000.
The Godman Gill's Pathway to Work is a transitional job program that targets hard-to-employ, disengaged individuals living in Columbus's urban core. The program began in late 2015, and although it's relatively new, it's modeled after a successful Boston-based program. Pathways to Work provides hard-to-serve adults with intensive, stage-based, long-term support and services to overcome barriers in the workforce system. Or in their words, they help participants learn and practice how to work. Phase 1 of the program includes supervised work experience and behavioral change. After work readiness assessments, they are placed in groups under the guidance of a job coach at a transitional work site, such as the Roots Cafe, Nationwide Children's Hospital Food Services, Donato's Warehouse, and even a retail store called Peace, Love, and Bling, and which I look forward to going to check out after this. I think I might, you know, have...
I gotta see it.
So if I'm up here again, I'll...
I'm with you.
Let's go. We'll take a trip. So after Commissioner Brown and I get back from Peace, Love, and Bling in the Short North, importantly, all these supportive work environments that offer learning opportunities, mediation, and more. Individuals who complete Phase 1 and move on to Phase 2, which is permanent job placement and success supports, obtain permanent employment. They're able to work with their job coach, social workers, and this crew provides ongoing intensive retention and supportive services. Since its inception, approximately 46 individuals have participated in the Pathways to Work program, and many of the employment outcomes are still pending. However, over the summer, Godman Guild piloted a partnership with Ohio Health that saw 5 of 8 participants secure full-time employment. An estimated 65 to 85 TANF-eligible individuals would receive long-term intensive workforce development services under the proposed contract. Pending any questions, I ask for approval of this resolution.
If there are no questions or comments, move for passage of 824-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 824-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 825-17, resolution approving 5 contracts for Title 20 services with Deaf Services Center, Hands-On Central Ohio, House of Hope for Alcoholics, Legal Aid Society of Columbus, and Mary Haven in the amount of $995,809.42.
Commissioners, the Title 20 Services Program is intended to enable residents to improve self-sufficiency, support independent living, and strengthen family life. Our agency is responsible for administering the Title 20 block grant funds locally via contracted for necessary services. We're proposing contracting with the following organizations: Deaf Services Center for $54,820.92 to provide case management, interpretation, and sign language for approximately 7 low-income deaf or hearing-impaired residents. Hands-On Central Ohio for $505,000 to provide information and referral services across Franklin County. Last year, the Hands-On Line received more than 76,000 phone calls. House of Hope for Alcoholics for $130,000 to provide residential treatment for approximately 14 low-income residents suffering from drug or alcohol addiction. Legal Aid Society for $105,988.50 to provide legal assistance in civil matters for an estimate of 67 low-income residents. Mary Haven for the amount of $200,000 to provide residential treatment for approximately 32 low-income residents who are suffering from drug or alcohol addiction. Pending any questions, I would ask for your approval of this resolution.
We have like 30 questions on this. No, I'm just teasing.
You would do that. You know, you would do that.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 825-17.
Before I second, and I will second, let me second, I do have a comment on all of these in general. As I look through all of these resolutions that we have passed and hopefully are going to pass this one, it's just remarkable the array of services we are providing to lift families up, and I just think that we need to recognize just today the amount of resources that your agency alone and all of our agencies do provide in this community to lift families up. And I think we need to take just a moment. I mean, we passed these quickly. We briefed them on Thursday, and we talked about them on Thursday, but it is important for us to take a moment to just acknowledge and thank you for the work that you're doing, because it is so important, and all of our agency directors understand the work that we do lifts our families and attempts to bring sustainability, and understanding the needs is so important. So I just want us to
Commissioner,
take that.
And Commissioner, you're just pointing out the work that's done in the Department of Job and Family Services.
And it's all of
that
our
doesn't include the Department of Developmental Disabilities, that doesn't include Child Support Enforcement, that doesn't include the Aging Department. Franklin County,
economic development too. I mean, all of them together.
As I continually remind my friends at City Hall every time they bring up their issues in the area of social services and trying to fund what they do in social services, which is you know, a line item in their budget that's about this big. You know, we do what the county administrator and I refer to all the time, and I talk to him all the time, is what we do is is in the neighborhood of about $750 million annually of social services. It is what we do, it is who we are, it is what county government across the state, across the country is all about. It is what counties do. It's why counties matter, and it's what we're all about when we travel across the state, across the country to meet with our colleagues. And so it is, it is sometimes, you hit the nail on the head this morning, but it is sometimes the hardest thing.
Oh, it is.
To tell the public about and to
at this.
describe to the public, but it is what we do. We lift families in our community up every day. That's what you people do that are sitting in the audience every day. It's what we do as county government, and it's what your agency does so well, and it's what Charles and Joy have described for us this morning.
Yeah, just in these resolutions, and that's not, I mean, this is just a slice in a week of the resolutions that you've done, because I know we're working on Step Up to Quality with children. We're looking at all of our families succeeding and being lifted up out of poverty to succeed. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. If I could just really quick, I appreciate the fact that you took time out to acknowledge us as directors and agency, and my team is in back. I appreciate them, but I especially appreciate it because my daughter is here, home from college, who insists that she does not know what I do. So I appreciate that she's. Michaela, would you stand up, please?
You stand up back there. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
So we will try to get a picture with the commissioners with their scarves on later.
Can you stand back up again, please?
Oh, yeah.
Did your mother make you come here today? You wanted to come, and that's even.
Here. I didn't know you were here.
It would be like your mother to make you come and watch and see what she does. It would be like her to do that, but we appreciate the fact that you came and wanted to witness. My kids, I'd have to make them come.
Right. And also, thank you again for your comments on the work and the enormity of work that our agencies, all of our agencies do, and our team, so that my boss, our county administrator, will give me some grace for my budget hearing that is upcoming, so that he will give me some grace. So make sure, just in case it's not tight enough, that I get some grace.
It doesn't matter that you're on television. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're going to Peace, Love, and Light.
That was shameless.
Before the budget hearing.
That was shameless, right?
I tried.
That was shameless.
I tried.
It's an everyday thing.
Miss Brooks Sullivan, that was shameless. Yeah.
Mr. Gresham, pay attention.
TV cameras don't work on us. TV cameras do not work on us. Believe me.
They ignore me.
Newspaper reporters don't work on us. We've said no to better women than Joy.
I tried to take advantage of the cameras.
And even though your daughter Michaela is here, I don't know. We'll see.
My boss is not giving any grace today, Michaela.
I was gonna point out that, as President O'Grady pointed out, when kids come home from college, they have a lot of things to do, a lot of things to see. And coming to general session, I just can't see that being real high on the list. But that's a testament to having parents committed to public service, so they can't stray too far away. So I know when she leave Hampton, she's going to be somewhere doing something for somebody. I don't know where it's going to be, but I see public service and leadership in her future for sure. So.
Absolutely. So we do need to vote on this resolution.
Moved and seconded voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 825-17 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
I'll see you on Thursday
Happy
morning
Thanksgiving.
for the turkey trot run.
Yes, and I will see you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Michaela's running.
Good.
The turkey trot run.
It's Upper Arlington race,
know.
yeah.
I know it. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Economic Development and Planning, sorry.
Resolution number 826-17, resolution expanding the Canal Voss Community Reinvestment Area and authorizing the execution of an amended and restated Community Reinvestment Area Agreement with the Columbus Regional Airport Authority and DRC LLC.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jenny Snap, Assistant Director, Economic Development and Planning, joined this morning by Josh Roth, our Senior Program Coordinator, who will take you through the first resolution.
Great.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I also have Kristen Easterday from the Columbus Regional Airport Authority and Chris Clemens from Voorhees back in the back of the room in case you have any questions about this resolution. This resolution concerns a community reinvestment area and a property tax abatement agreement between the county, the Columbus Regional Airport Authority, and this is for the area down near Rickenbacker known as the Rail Campus. Back in 2006, when the county designated this area as the Canal Voss CRA, there was a single residential parcel along Voss Road that wasn't included. This property has since been acquired, and the first thing that this resolution would authorize the county to do is petition the state to expand that CRA to include the residential parcel. The second thing this resolution would do would be to amend and restate the original CRA agreement that was executed in 2006 and add Duke Realty as a partner to the agreement. In addition, the agreement would also extend certain deadlines like the date construction needs to be completed by to be eligible for an incentive. According to the terms of the agreement, the Airport Authority and Duke have committed to facilitate the a private investment of about $90 million, the creation of 300 jobs, and adding payroll of about $6.2 million.
If there are no, were you going to have your guests come up and say anything, or no?
We have...
Unless you have questions.
Kristen, do you care to... Kristen Easterday from the Airport Authority is here, if you would like to make comments.
I guess my only comment would be to first thank the Commissioners for their continued support. This is a good step in our continued relationship of really focusing on economic development around the Rickenbacker area, so appreciate your consideration today.
I saw the map of what were these parcels. I mean, we had that map.
No, Art is not here today.
Okay.
And it makes sense. These
Yeah,
were
we're
the
adding
last
in 4 acres of the total, about
parcels.
316 acres.
Yeah.
Really squares
These
it
were
off.
the last pieces of that whole area.
And when we're building about, 700, 800,000 square feet at a time, those 4 acres really will help square off and allow us to do the proper development that we need to do for the area.
Been a long time waiting on that property, huh?
Uh-huh.
It's been a number of years, but way before my time. So.
Of course.
Of course.
But of course.
Good.
Well, if there are no further comments or questions, move for passage of 826-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 826-17 has been adopted.
Thanks.
Resolution number 827-17, review a petition to annex 11.3 acres from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus, case number ANX-23-17.
Yes. This resolution is to consider a municipal annexation of 11.3 acres from Franklin Township to the City of Columbus. The area to be annexed includes property located at 2090 Frank Road, that's north of Frank, east of Harrisburg Pike, and west of Interstate 71. And it's important to note that this property is what will be the Forensic Science Center. Petition was filed by agent and applicant Steve Shoney, the law director with the City of Columbus, and the City of Columbus has authorized the annexation of the described territory under ordinance number 2751-2017 on October 23, 2017. Petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in section 709.16 of the Ohio Revised Code, and pending any questions, we request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 827-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Boyce.
Yes.
Commissioner Brown.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady. Yes. Resolution number 827-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 828-17, resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus, case number ANX-24-17.
You got to explain Montgomery Township to Commissioner Boyce.
About
Or maybe Nick can do it.
Nick knows.
What do you want? Somebody gets to explain
Somebody
Montgomery
needs-
Township to Commissioner Boyce for the first time.
What would you, well, he was on city council
Yeah.
before. I would think that Commissioner Boyce, is there really a question?
Do you know what Montgomery Township is?
I'm running for Montgomery.
Montgomery Township is Montgomery Township.
It's the
What should I
township
know?
in which you're currently sitting. Every piece
Yeah.
of property in the state of Ohio sits both within the county, a county, and within a township. Historically, the city of Columbus, when they annexed property, would conform the boundaries of the property that they annexed, obviously into the corporate boundaries of the city of Columbus, but they would conform the boundaries of the township into a paper township called Montgomery Township. That's for obviously real estate tax purposes and whatever other efficiencies that would provide. So up until 2001, I think with Senate Bill 5, with the change in the annexation law, all of the properties that Columbus annexed were conformed to Montgomery Township, taking it out of the different, the other 17 townships within Franklin County. Obviously, that posed some hardships for the townships, the surrounding townships, because it removed that piece of property from the tax base of the townships. With the change in the law, with the expedited annexations, a lot of the properties now remain within the original township, the original jurisdiction. So if it's an expedited annexation, say from Jefferson Township, it will remain in Jefferson Township, although it would be incorporated into the city of Columbus. But Montgomery Township is the largest township, although it just exists on paper. There are no township trustees. There's nothing there other than it exists on paper.
Thank you, Nick.
Absolutely. Yeah, that answers all my questions.
Who knew?
Thank you, Nick. You explained that a lot more eloquently than I could have. So.
Yeah, what would you have said?
I would have said it was a paper township.
No township
Okay.
officer.
Right.
It exists on paper.
You live in the city of Columbus, correct? So you live in Montgomery Township. She lives in the city of Columbus. I actually live in a
Montgomery
township. I live
Township.
in Norwich Township.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. Who knew?
Okay.
Commissioners, this resolution is to consider a boundary change petition to adjust the boundary lines between Montgomery Township and make them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. The petition was filed by the City of Columbus pursuant to ordinance number 2312-2017, authorizing the submission of the petition to the Board of Commissioners requesting that the boundary lines be changed. The area to be adjusted includes a parcel of land that was annexed to the City of Columbus and approved by the Board of County Commissioners on May 23, 2017 as ANX-05-17 as a regular annexation. That parcel included acreage that is just less than a half acre, 0.47 acres at 951 Doherty Road. And the petition was filed in accordance to Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code. Pending any questions, we request your approval.
I didn't look at the map. Where is Doherty Road?
It is in Prairie Township. It's off of Hilliard Road, correct?
Yeah. Gotcha.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 828-17.
Second.
Moved and seconded in voting. Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 828-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Public Facilities Management.
Resolution number 829-17, resolution authorizing a modification to the contract with George J. Eigel Company Incorporated for the site work and underground utilities package associated with the construction of the Franklin County Correction Center at an increase of $100,000, well, not to exceed $100,000 in the amount of $2,930,243.
Good morning, Commissioners. Darla Reardon, Interim Director of Public Facilities Management. Eigel is currently performing the site work and underground utilities activities associated with the new Franklin County Correction Center. This resolution authorizes the first contract modification with Eigel and will provide an allowance for soil drying treatments as needed following rain events. The recent weather has been problematic, and this work is necessary in order to maintain the earthwork schedule. Work will be tracked on a time and material basis. Any unused funds will be returned to the county. The owner's rep, construction manager, and architect are supportive of this action. Pending any questions, PFM requests your approval of this action.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 829-17.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 829-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, Commissioner.
Thank you, Carl. Community partnerships.
Resolution number 830-17, resolution authorizing an amendment to the collaboration agreement with the Affordable Housing Trust for Columbus and Franklin County to support production of affordable housing units.
Good morning. This resolution, as Antoine said, will allow us to amend the contract agreement that we have with the Affordable Housing Trust, because thus far in 2017, our permissive real estate conveyance fees have exceeded the initial projections which were made. So this contract amendment will provide an increase of $399,901, and which in turn will allow them to do more work in the area of affordable housing.
Great.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 830-17.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 830-17 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thanks,
you,
Dana. Human Resources.
Resolution number 831-17, resolution approving personnel actions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Sue Hamilton from the Department of Human Resources. Today for your consideration, we have two personnel actions. One suspension at Animal Control and one new hire at Child Support. Pending questions, I request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 831-17.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 831-17 has been adopted.
Thanks very much.
Sue.
Thanks, Sue. Purchasing Department.
Resolution number 832-17, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $1,149,392.42.
Good morning, Commissioners. Carl Cuthbert representing the Purchasing Department. The resolution before you requests your approval of 161 purchase orders. These purchase orders have been pre-certified as available funds by the county auditor. Pending any questions, I recommend their approval.
If there are no comments or questions, no, move for passage of 832-17.
Second.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 832-17 has been adopted.
Thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Carl. Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 833-17, resolution authorizing non-general fund supplemental appropriations and a transfer of funds for the payment of debt service.
Good morning, Commissioners. Zach Chalerick with the Office of Management and Budget. This resolution is our semi-annual authorization of the county's debt service payment. The amount this year will total $26.5 million for the December 1st payment. Of that amount, approximately $16.8 million will be transferred from the general fund. $6.5 million is from the recent note sale that was actually closing this morning, later today. On that, the interest rate on that was under 1.4% for a one-year note, so coupon of 2.125, but with the premium, the all-in cost is a little under 1.4%. Pending any questions, would ask your approval of this resolution.
I'm going to abstain.
Okay. I'll move for approval of 833-17.
Second.
Abstain. Oh, sorry. I was ready to go. Yeah.
You are so ready for this.
Moved and second in voting, Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Commissioner Boyce?
Abstain.
Resolution number 833-17 has been adopted. Resolution number 834-17, resolution authorizing a no-cost extension of the contract with Prime AE for Board of Commissioner agencies to further leverage the county's enterprise content management system in the amount of $110,160.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Adam Lukaupt on behalf of the Board of Commissioners. This resolution authorizes a no-cost contract extension with Prime 3SG that will extend the term of the agreement to March 20th, 2018, in order to complete the Enterprise Content Management Assessment for Board of Commissioner agencies. This will enable the county to further leverage the existing licensing and infrastructure and identify opportunities for process improvement and a future course of action. Pending any questions, I request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 834-17.
Second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 834-17 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Resolution number 835-17, resolution approving, ratifying, and confirming Franklin County Suburban Mayor's appointees to serve on the Franklin County Convention Facilities Authority Board.
Good morning, Commissioners. Eric Chanis, Deputy County Administrator. Resolution 818-88 established the Franklin County Conventions Facility Authority, in which two suburban municipal appointments were to be made among the 11 board members. You passed Resolution 679-17, amending that process by which the two suburban appointments were made, delegating the authority to the Central Ohio Mayors and Managers Association, otherwise known as CAMA. CAMA has made their recommendations to the two board appointments. And they are as follows: Mayor Ike Stage from Mayor of Grove City, and David Nordstrom, member of Worthington City Council. So this resolution would be to affirm and ratify those recommendations by CAMA. Pending any questions, would recommend approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for passage of 835-17.
I'll second.
Moved in second and voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
Resolution number 835-17 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Antoine, are there any journalizations?
We have one from Economic Development and Planning. Case number ANX-25-17, an expedited Type 2 annexation petition was filed with Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on November 13, 2017. The petition is requesting to annex 2.217 acres from Norwich Township to the city of Hilliard. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on December 19, 2017.
I don't have that.
I don't either. We don't usually have it.
Do you have? I don't.
Journalization.
Oh, the journalization. Okay, got it.
And at this time, Commissioner, can I just mention for the audience that there will be no briefing on Thursday, just in case. We won't be here.
If there is briefing on Thursday, I won't be in attendance.
Be there on things. We will not be at briefing on Thursday.
Next week, for the record, the November 28th session, I will not be in attendance as well. So, all right, so we have one final resolution.
Resolution number 836-17, resolution of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners to convene into executive session for the purpose of discussing pending or imminent court action.
Move to convene into executive session to confer with an attorney for the public body concerning disputes involving the public body that are subject of pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Voting, Commissioner Boyce?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady?
Yes.
We are now in executive session.